Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Hello guys, you are once again welcome to PENDREAM TV, your number one political show in Ghana and beyond. Today I want you to join me listening to how Fred Agbanyo of the NDC has shown NPP communicator Richard Ahiagba his level by providing him evidence of unemployment ratio now and then, and how stupid he has looked on the show. He did not just end there, but also went ahead to bash the special prosecutor's behavior on how he's doing his things currently, or how he's attacking Kpebu, which he sees as a talk show. Without much ado, I would like you to join me listening to what he said into detail right here on PENDREAM TV. Thank you.
Richard is incorrigible.
Tomorrow, I think that.
No. If you say that, that's not acceptable. I'm not incorrigible.
Say that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No. If you say it's negative, what is I'm incorrigible?
So you don't want to change your mind.
No, but if you say I'm incorrigible, that's negative.
It depends why I see it.
No, it's incorrigible is you correct somebody, but you haven't corrected me. You took a position I disagree with, so we agree to disagree.
So take that back.
Take that back. I think that this morning somebody wants to attempt to teach you how to go about your work as a journalist. It's for you to take it or to reject it, and I leave it for the viewers to judge. Reality, facts are this. In 2022, the money that was allocated to the Ministry of Agri by the NPP administration was 1.1 billion. 2022. In 2023, the money that they allocated to the Ministry of Agriculture was 2 billion. In 2025, the money that we allocated to the Ministry of Agri.
2024. Why do you skip 2024?
Please, you can. Why don't you have?
I mentioned 2024. It's 3.32 billion.
Why don't you check? Get your Google it out and bring it out.
No. I just mentioned it. 2024. 3.2 billion
was 2.9 billion.
Yes.
And 2026, 2.2 billion cedis.
Yeah.
Now the intervention. You see,
you missed 2024. No. You are skipping the data.
Allow me to speak.
2024, 3.32 billion.
They only ask you about data.
I'm not asking you, I'm giving you a fact.
They ask you the journalist.
You are skipping a fact. I'm just telling you.
Allow me to speak.
You are interrupting me, Fred. Just carry on. You are skipping an important data.
And then you got angry.
No, I didn't get angry. No. He's being political, and I'm telling him. I'm not saying that I won't answer his question. Just carry on.
Can I continue?
Carry on. But remember, 2024, 3.32 billion. That's what we allocated.
Of what benefit is it to the people of this country when you claim you have allocated even 10 billion Ghana cedis to agriculture, and for 8 years you have nothing to show? That for 8 years you were even bringing grains from desert countries, you were bringing tomatoes from Burkina Faso, you were bringing contomere from Burkina Faso. That by the time you were leaving office, Moro, the fish that we consume in this country, more than 65% was imported to the country. The poultry product that we consume in this country, more than 70 to 80% is imported. To what good is the value that you are mentioning?
I'll answer that.
Tell me what within the agriculture sector that is so significant that today we can sit back here and say that indeed you have transformed agriculture sector. You say you were doing planting for food or whatever that you called it. What is the scorecard? What is the track record? What is the benefit of this country? What did you leave behind? You understand? Now, the point I made about employment overseas. Again, you can choose to hear what I said or not to hear. That's your own problem. What I said is that over the years, we have heard the things that Ghanaians go through. Those who travel out of this country to go and work abroad, especially in the Gulf region. We have seen videos of people who are engaged in this houseboy activities and the things that they take them through. I never on this platform said the government intends to ship Ghanaians out to go and do houseboy job. I didn't say that. Those are your words and that's your conclusion. I never said that. I never said that. It is not out of place for any government to want to improve on the youth people, give them additional skills, give them additional competencies, and ask them to go and work abroad. It happens everywhere in the world. Ghana will not be the first country and will not be the last country. Whichever way, Ghanaians will travel abroad anyway, seeking for greener pasture on their own. And so if government think that let's put a mechanism in place that will help them so that they are not cheated when they move out there, what is wrong with it? What is wrong with it? Is our economy big enough to absorb all the people who are looking for employment in our country today? No. I have never sat on this platform to say that there's no unemployment in our country. Why? We all know there's unemployment in the country. Recently, when they were doing this military recruitment, we saw the number of young people who went out there looking for the opportunity to enter into the military. That is alone is a signal of the unemployment that we have in the country. The question is, what did you do about it when you were in power for 8 years? What did you do? If you had engaged all these people that you are talking about today, would they have been on the street that you are complaining about? The so-called 8 people that you saw this morning, if you had given them employment, would they have been on the streets?
But whose job is it?
Can you allow me to finish?
You're asking me a question.
I'm not asking a question.
Then look at your
asking
camera.
for any answers.
Look at your camera.
If you get an employment, would they have been on the streets? We admit that the unemployment situation in our country is not the best. We agree that we can do something about it. That is why the government, for instance, has introduced a Jumawara program. There's a young person and you want to go into any form of artisanal training. Government will facilitate the training. If you want to go maybe into carpentry, they will sign you on to a master craftsman. Government will pay whatever money that you're supposed to pay to the person. You go to the training. While you are going to the training, the stipends that you need for your survival will be given to you. When you finish, government will give you the setup. So you can set up your own business and start doing something on your own. Do you call that a bad initiative? Do you describe that as something that will not create employment for the people of this country? If government says that we are going to set up agricultural mechanization centers in non-agricultural districts in this country, so that farmers who are still depending on cattle and hoe, for which reason they cannot expand on their farms and produce more goods, this time around can go to these centers, go ahead and register, show them the parcel of land that they have. The mechanization center will come and measure your land. Whatever crops you want to grow, they assist you with all the inputs that you need so that you can expand your farm and produce more goods. Do you say it will not create employment? If government comes and say that animal husbandry is one area that we can create a lot of employment, and so we are starting the alcohol project, that if you stay in the today, how much they say one fowl? How much is one fowl now? Almost 150 Ghana cedis in some cases, 200 Ghana cedis if you are going to Christmas. And so if you are in your house now, and then you are giving about 100 birds, 200 birds, whatever value of birds that you keep, you still do your farming activities, you still have your birds, you still have some goats in your pen. At the end of the day, if you sell 5 bags of rice, you sell some 20 fowl, you sell some 2 goats, won't you be able to put your soul and body together? Is that not an opportunity that the government has created for you? All the construction work that is going to go on, especially in the big push area, are we not going to engage people to work? Are we not going to engage all these artisans to work? Development is a process, not an event. Creating an employment opportunity for the young people of this country cannot be one-day event. It's a process. And that is why government has outlined all these things. And we are very minded. If you check the budget that was presented, every department, every ministry, deliberate decisions have been taken so that they can churn out more employment opportunity for the young people of this country. You were in government not long ago when we were living. Even teachers who had finished their college of education, you couldn't employ them. Nurses who have finished, you couldn't employ them. All of them are still in the house. We are now looking for financial clearance so that all these people can go and get employment to work. You come and see and pontificate and scream and shout that the employment is getting worse. And when they ask you to produce the data, you say, they shouldn't ask you any question. They should allow you to just whatever you want to say on air and go back home. Why? And you think that your view and your opinion on an issue should be what should be accepted as the sacrosanct position, the facts, that is it, nobody to question you. We admit that we can do better as a nation. That looking at the resources that God has blessed this country with, we have all the fresh water, we have the sunshine, we have the vegetation, we have everything. We have all the minerals you can think about. Ghana should not be a country where young people will be struggling to get employment. People have completed school, they have their master's, they have their degrees for 5 years, 10 years, 6 years, they're in the house without a job. Some of them are underemployed. A graduate that is working somewhere, they are paying him barely 1,000 Ghana cedis. You know, meanwhile, this person has skills that they can put to the benefit of the state. And so this government is very, very conscious about it. We are very, very determined that we create the avenue and environment for people to want to engage themselves, create an employment opportunity for themselves, and employ other people. That's what we are doing. And so don't come and sit here this morning and start telling people this guy that, oh, unemployment is becoming worse. But which statistics? By 2024, when we were leaving office, unemployment statistics that we have from the Statistical Service tell that 14.9% of the young people who are looking for a job are unemployed. Today, what is the statistics? And so if you say it is getting worse, you must show us the figures. That, yes, when we're leaving office, it was 14.9. Today, it is 16. Today, it is 20. So it is getting worse. Then we have a conversation. And when they ask you to give the statistics, then you say that, no, we are not going to talk about statistics. We are going to talk about people's reality. Whose reality? Whose reality?
So Fred,
we are going to talk about what I have seen this morning as I was walking into the studio.
The Ghana Statistical Service, I've been doing some research whilst we're talking. The Ghana Statistical Service shows a higher figure of 13.1% by the fourth quarter of 2024, right? So it's 13.1%.
And he knows that. He's deliberately saying 14.
Let's go to 2025.
2023 unemployment was 14.9%.
No, it's 13.
Then, no, it was first, please hold on. In the first quarter of 2023, unemployment was 14.9%.
So what do you reference?
In 2024,
Last
please
quarter.
hold it. In 2024, it was 13.1%.
Yes.
In 2024, by end of year average, it was 13.6%. How many statistics here?
So why are you quoting 14?
And I am saying,
what's your source?
The Statistical Service. Ghana Statistical Service.
So why are you saying 14?
I am saying to you that at a certain point in time, in 2023, unemployment was 14.9%.
No problem. Finish.
And what is the data today? So on what basis do you say that it's getting worse? On what basis? And I've just reminded you, when we came into government, you told us we were going to create employment, and then you call something that you call NAPO. What happened to the NAPO? Where are the NAPO beneficiaries? Graduates and master's holders, you engage them, you pay them 700 Ghana cedis. In some cases, less than 1 year, you've not even paid the money to them. To that we speak, the institution has collapsed completely, and the people are in the house. Is that the employment that you created? You said you are going to create employment in the agriculture sector, planting for food and jobs. Where are the jobs? And so you should be the last person to be pontificating and be talking about job issue. The least you can do is to keep quiet, zip your mouth. What this government deliver? What this government gives hope to the people of this country? What this government create the enabling environment where people can do things for themselves, and where government can give them meaningful job, not the kind of job you created, not the kind of job you created.
Okay.
And so, please, we can have a conversation about unemployment, and again, let me say, I am not running away from the fact that we have huge unemployment situation in this country. You can argue that it's not a Ghana phenomenon, it's a global phenomenon.
Oh,
but
really?
the question is, what measures is this government putting in place to resolve the unemployment issue? I've mentioned a number to you. We will continue to do more. We'll continue to expand the economy. Once we expand the economy, majority of the economy. That is your subjective view.
No,
I am not going to debate.
It's a budget matter. It's not a.
Can you allow me?
Okay, go ahead. You should finish by that.
Because when you pick the budget, when you wake up from your bed, you have decided in your mind what you want to see in the budget. And so when you open it, that is the only thing you will see. You have closed your mind to every other thing. All you want to see is doom. All you want to see is failure. You don't want to see anything right. Where I sit, I don't expect anything new from you. What you have said is what I expect from you. Right? So I am saying to the young people of this country, like I can't say, almost here and so, almost here and so. They have seen MPP in power. Not too long ago, they were in power 8 years. When it comes to employment creation or creating an enabling environment for young people to work, they have seen what NPP can do. NDC is in power today. The young people of this country can see what we can do and what we are doing. We have been in power for barely 11 months. I am very certain by the end of next year, 2026, looking at the provision that we have made in the budget, if we are able to implement all successfully, employment will be brought down drastically. A lot more young people will get reasonable, good job, job that they can be happy with to do. Not the kind of one that you give out.
Moro, Fred was...
Gentlemen, let's not spend all the
time. No, but it's important. I mean, this is conversation, right? The matters we can talk about. Look, you see, Fred says that, what did you do, and so, what did you invest? I'm saying that the investment we have made in agriculture cannot be said to be conclusive or the panacea to dealing with the matters. That's why they are in government to continue. They're in government to continue where we left off. And so when you are in government to continue from where a government left off for you to build on, and you are going back, that's concerning. Okay, that's concerning. So if my brother and yourself, if you want to see why unemployment is getting worse, this budget that was presented is a jobless budget. Jobless budget. You are talking about the real sector of the economy. Tell me the productive sector. Where is the investment? Look, he is in parliament. They went for the budget training and all that. Should tell us the allocations. Agric. In 2025, you allocated 2.9 from a 2024 allocation of 3.32 billion. He conveniently skipped that. So if you are building on something, and you said you are coming to create jobs, and Agric is a major plank of our economy. The allocations you are putting there indicate government concentration, prioritization of the sector. So you are not investing in the thing. Is it by magic that the thing is going to yield result? No. As if 2025 is not worse. In your 2026 budget, you have scaled it down again. 24% drop from what you are allocated in 2025. When we are talking about this, then you say what we should talk about yesterday. That yesterday is not relevant to the Ghanaian.
How much was released? Let's do that.
Yes, 1.5 billion. Look at it. Look at it. In fact, if you want to try that conversation, the Jumara program that you are talking about, do you know the allocation to the real allocation following the 300 million or so allocation to it? The disbursement.
Okay.
Less than 34 million, or about 34 million. That's the allocation. Okay. So you think that you can just come and tell us, oh, you are going to do A, B, C, D, and that's it? The kind of campaign you did in this country that you are coming to do A, B, C, 24-hour economy, you're not even talking about it, then you are going to tell us that
passport bill is office... Parliament, you're going to pass it.
It's not a bill matter you told us. 311 or 133, what you told us. You created the impression that when you showed up here in this country on 7th January, you're going to flip a certain switch and jobs will just show up and people will be working three shifts. That's the impression you created. And to date, you are moving around with paper books, volumes of printout to say that this 24-hour economy. Okay. That's not 24-hour economy. That's not what you promised. Okay. What you promised was supposed to create employment, and employment is getting worse.
All right.
So the point I am making to you is that this job, you see, you allowed him to speak, and when I'm speaking, he says I should hurry up. I don't know why you want me to do that. No, it's important to make the point. So, Moro, I am saying that if I were Fred or I were the government, I won't argue with Ghanaians. I won't be sitting here and pointing to yesterday. Because all the conversations about yesterday we have had.
You are the Ghanaian.
And then in the end, you have won the election. So now we want to see, okay, the balance of the policy that you want to bring that Ghanaians bought into. So Fred, you are sitting here, and I am actually canvassing for the welfare of your constituents, and you are busy here advocating against their interests. When I say there must be more jobs, because your government is not increasing allocation to Agric, and your community is an Agric community. You talked to me about the farmer service center that were going to be created. It hasn't been created yet. I don't know how you're going to create that when you are scaling down the budget. Okay, you know how much it costs to plow an acre of land. Okay, and do you think that people in your community would be able to pay that and scale up their farms?
Okay, Richard.
It's not. So if we are having this conversation, it is for the betterment of the country. Okay. We are not doing NDC, MPP, but the reality is that people are suffering today, and we're saying that you promise you're going to solve their problem. Solve it, and you're not solving. When we bring these things, instead of you arguing, you concede and work on it. Don't come and preach us about yesterday. Yesterday is gone. Another day has come, and the goal is that do something new to show us that what you promised yesterday, you are delivering. But for now, you are not delivering. It is all talk, no action.
All right. So let's move on.
Moro, the people of this country will give up. No.
This is a conversation. So if you want to carry on, we should just carry on.
The people of Ghana.
But that's part of conversation.
The people of Ghana who fired up.
We're not here to sing.
Moro, you are wasting the time. The people of Ghana who fired up on the 7th of December 2024 and gave us a mandate to govern, we are accountable to them.
Okay.
So far, they think that this government is on course.
Okay.
So far, they think that this government is taking the right decisions that will get this country out of the hole that we're planted in.
All right.
They can sit there, MPP, they are very good in opposition, screaming, shouting, and professing solutions that when they are given an opportunity, they will never be able to implement. We are not saying that we have solved the problems of this country. We are not saying that all the young people who are looking for employment have gotten employment. We are saying that we are putting the necessary remedial measures in place.
Okay.
And we are very hopeful
Okay.
that by the time next year, 2026, 2027, comes to an end, all eyes will see it.
Okay.
And all the leads will testify
Gentlemen,
to the work we have done
Let's
and the opportunity we have created for
Let's
the
move
young people of our country.
Okay.
You cannot choose to accept it or not to accept
Okay.
it. That
So
is
yesterday-
your headache.
That's
No
fine.
problem.
Yesterday there was a
problem.
there was a major political development. Your very good friend, Martin Kpebu.
Let's talk about inflation.
No, don't worry. Okay. Martin Kpebu had reported himself.
What
to
is your
to the
position
office
about
of the
inflation?
special
But it is part of the things we
Yeah, we'll discuss it. What is the problem? That we are doing
he
too
went,
well.
he went to the office of the special
6.3%.
prosecutor, hoping that he
Have
would
you ever
return
seen that in your 8 years?
almost immediately. Fred, please pay attention. He goes there and something happened, and so he was arrested. He was detained briefly, and finally he was released. And of course, this is Ghana, so it's generated all kinds of responses and analysis and commentary and so on. The Daily Post. I mean, I don't know. There's something weird about everything that's happened. I mean, Martin makes an allegation against Kissy, and the office invites him. And look at what has happened. I don't get it. Something doesn't happen.
Well, did I hear my brother Richie say that he likes President Mahama? He loves President Mahama.
Oh, he's been consistent about it.
Yeah, no, when God has blessed you, even your enemies will love you.
Okay.
And that is the man, President Mahama. So I'm not surprised he loves him. You see,
But he says he
this
doesn't like his
office,
politics.
this office of special prosecutor,
He said he doesn't like his politics.
right from the word go, some of us said it was a needless office. And those who conceived the idea of setting up that office at a time were viewing things from a very narrow point of view. The whole agenda for the setting up of that office was to get at NDC functionaries who served in the previous administration. And so you sit back every day and you ask yourself, all the many investigative bodies that we have in this country, are we really and truly saying that if we don't create another vehicle, or we didn't create another vehicle, we cannot fight corruption in this country? Is that an argument? Or duplicating of what? Duties and responsibilities. Every now and then you hear the Special Prosecutor's Office crying, saying that they are not getting cooperation of other agencies. Other agencies crying that they are not getting the cooperation and the support of the OSP. So why do we see the powers of the Attorney General Department to this office when they can as well do all the work and even more and better than they are doing now? Before NPP left office, you can go and play by being my brother Richie's voice on his view about this Mr. Ahiagba and the way he's carrying himself and the way he's doing his work. I don't think there's anybody in our society who is watching things objectively, who is proud and happy with Ahiagba and the way he has carried himself in the discharge of his duties. He has become a talk show boy. He always wants to make noise and, like, I don't know what he's really doing. What has he achieved in that office? What really has he succeeded in doing? You come and raise people's hopes, organize press conference, talk plenty, and it ends there. And so those who think that some way, somehow, he's aiding the people he claimed to want to bring to justice by doing those things and helping them to escape justice, some of us are beginning to believe that narrative. Because when it comes out, the way you go about the issue, the information that you put out, it's as though by tomorrow morning, those will be standing trial. And then nothing happens. Really, Richard has a question. What is the military doing at the OSC's office? That thing we saw a few years ago, where the electoral commissioner is moving about, and you see a military man holding a lady's bag. We are told when you go to his house, you see military men bare-chested panning fufu and moving around with it. What is that? What is that in a democracy? Bare-chested.
This is propaganda on steroids.
Can I finish?
Friend.
Bare-chested, panning fufu, holding her lady's back and following her around town. What is the military doing in Kisi Ajebi's office? What are they doing there?
Moro, you should ask him a question. What is the fact? What is the evidence?
When I talking, I kept quiet. Well, you never saw the military.
Bare-chested? No.
You never saw the
bare-chested panning fufu.
I said we are told that when you go to a house, you see military men bare-chested panning fufu. Why are you like that? Can you allow me to continue? Can you allow me to continue? You know why?
No, they are ensuring internal food security.
Maybe, just maybe.
Yes.
You see how you are acquiescing to that? And nicely say, you.
You know. And so what is the military doing there? People say one of the military guys that came was very diminutive, you know, very. Yes.
Not correct.
Actually, he kept repeating it.
That guy so diminutive, right?
So he has a problem.
Maybe he went to say that's...
The guy is so diminutive and the guy that he has issues with emotional intelligence, throwing his weight about there, and here and there. What is he doing there? Is that a barracks? Please, withdraw these military guys who are all over the place to the barracks. We didn't set them up to be doing this civilian and police work. Withdraw them. Please, withdraw them. We don't need the military men to be in the OSP's office.
Special duties.
What special duties? So must they interface with the civilians? Must they interrogate the civilians? What do they know about interrogating and notice? I am really surprised. But Mr. Martin Kpebu accepted the invitation to even appear for Kisi Ajebi's committee. I'm surprised he did. Why did he accept it? If Kisi Ajebi feels that Martin Kpebu has maligned him, go to court. Do you understand? If you feel that he has maligned you, has something that is not right, go to court.
Yeah.
How do you go and set up a committee of your allies and you invite him to come for interrogation? And Mr. Martin Kpebu, you accepted and you went.
Somebody just told us that it's a fact-finding committee.
Don't mind.
They just want
what is he talking about? Don't mind. What is he saying?
What evidence you have?
Don't mind.
But even in agreeing with Fred, what is he going to do with that evidence?
What is he going to do with the evidence? So if you are going to do what with it?
Well, that's a good question.
You understand?
That's a good question.
When he has set up his own allies, his friends, his colleagues, investigate the man who has spoken against him.
Because the OSP won't take any decision.
No.
Yes. So
what's the consequence?
So it's a show of power. That is what he did.
Yeah.
And why? If he was very competent, he should have known that Martin has not done anything wrong. First of all, to even invite him to your office. Two, to even set up a committee under which law to investigate him. Third, to detain him. And you detain him, you dive his lawyers and everything. What is the meaning of that?
Yeah.
What is the meaning of that? Why? But Kisi Ajebi, that is a case that is not listening to what people are saying. You think people are proud about his work? You think people are happy with him?
He wasn't there yesterday.
But you know the way you operate, Machiavellian operation.
We're told he was asleep.
Like you, Moro, today, you say you are not feeling well. Then you bring somebody here to come and do your bidding. Is that not what he did? Who doesn't know that?
He had an altercation.
I agree.
He had an altercation
I agree
with
with
personnel,
Richard. Where he
based on
says
which
that.
he
Listen,
was arrested.
we are in a democracy. And we must be seen to be complying with the tenets of democracy. Human rights abuse, show of power, and all these things. Me, I not subscribe to it. And all of us who are politicians must be very careful. There is no way any political party will remain in power forever and ever. As long as we continue on this multi-party democracy, today you are in there, tomorrow you are out. I've had a cause to complain about the way and the manner we handle, especially the police. So that when you are in power, they are your friend. The very day you lose power, they become your enemies. Every action of theirs is antagonistic towards you. Because the way we handle them, and they don't have the independence of mind to operate as a professional institution. It's incumbent on all of us, and it is in our collective interest that we allow these institutions to really be independent and serve Mother Ghana, and not any individual. This abuse of people's rights here, that's not proper. I agree. But I think that Kisi Ajebi, really and truly, who advised him? Who spoke to him? Who was he listening to?
Okay.
He wanted to keep Martin over there overnight, and the thing was going to be successful. How was that going to happen?
Okay.
And I'm told they've invited him to come at 11. But the people don't go.
Okay.
Don't go to the OSP office at 11 o'clock. He shouldn't go there. He has no business, no law. He has no power to invite you to come and do anything. Okay. He has made allegations against the OSP. Matthew Kpebu indicated that he is submitting an official petition. Right. And so let that petition be submitted. Let the appropriate body be set up. Go there and say your matter. Okay. Now you are questioning why the Chief Justice was removed, and I actually have removed him.
No, I wasn't questioning.
Hold it.
I wasn't
in
questioning.
This 1992 Constitution, the framers of the Constitution believe that something can happen that will cause even the president to be impeached. The framers of this Constitution believe that something can happen that will cause a Chief Justice to be removed.
You have done it.
The framers of this Constitution believe that something can happen that will cause a electoral commissioner to be removed. When it was your turn to remove the electoral commissioner, you didn't see anything wrong with it. But when we are using the same process to remove others, that one you are crying. Double standards. You are crying, you are screaming, you are out and screaming.
No, nobody is crying.
So you think that the Chief Justice is above the law of Ghana? That she can do whatever she likes. And because she's the Chief Justice, nobody must touch her. Is that what you are suggesting?
No, nobody said so.
Hold it. You are questioning even the petition that was submitted in the case of the electoral commissioners.
Yes.
You see, he who comes goes with equity must go with what? Clean hands. We were in this power.
But I was asking Felix Kwachu, not you.
The petition that was used in removing Charlotte Osei, when they submitted the petition, they didn't sign the petition. They didn't date the petition. They went out there to look for the petitioners, coached them, directed them to do it to be fit for purpose. Go and ask my brother Prince Derek J. They submitted a number of petitions to the president then. They didn't even act on them. Meanwhile, the same president told us that he was only serving as a conveyor belt. And that once he received a petition, he forwards them to the appropriate institution to do what they're supposed to do. But then, when some other petitions got to him, he decided on what to forward and what not to forward. Today, you are questioning the petition that you claim was submitted prior to the removal of the Chief Justice. And why did we delay? And you are saying this as a matter of fact. Hold on.
Oh,
you see,
it's a question.
There is something, Moro. There's something that Richard must address his mind to. Before 2024 elections, Ghanaians across board believed that our country was not well positioned, that things were not going on well. And so when we told them we are coming to refix the country, they bought into that narrative.
Moro.
That with every facet of our society
Moro, what picture
is rotten. That's what I say. Okay. Every facet of society is rotten. And so we need to come back and streamline things and reposition things. Okay. Why they bought into this narrative. All right. And they gave us the mandate. Okay. And so if you are discharging on that responsibility and you have a problem with it, I'm sorry we can help you. No, I'm sorry we can help you. Okay. We are setting this country on the path of democracy. All right. We bring the right things. If there are wrong people at the wrong places, we need to clear them nicely, beautifully, in compliance with the Constitution. So far, nobody has challenged the unconstitutionality of any of these actions.
Of course, nobody will.
All these actions have been taken in compliance with the Constitution. No problem. No arguments. Okay. Yeah. Let me conclude by saying that, if you think that you have not done anything wrong, if you think that all the allegations that Mr. Martin Kpebu has made against you are not true, Mr. Kpebu has assured all of us they're going to submit a petition to the president. I believe the president will submit same to the appropriate institution. You have your day before that institution, as it said, to go and remove your mouth. Whatever you know about allegations, you go and speak to it. Whatever decision that the committee arrives at, same will be submitted to the president and an action will be taken. Okay. But this thing, you want to show power, you sit in the comfort of your office, after whatever you might have taken, and think that you can set up your friends to intimidate Martin Kpebu and the rest. Nobody will accept that, and nobody will tolerate that. And as I said, Martin Kpebu, don't go before them. Let them do their worst.
No, let him go. He
shouldn't go anywhere. He has no legal right to invite him to come.
That's okay. But you see,
let's bring in our viewers. We haven't read even one message from our viewers, and that's not fair to them. So this one from Kalio Man in Wa, he says that, good morning, my brother. The OSP has eaten the forbidden meat. This meat that he has eaten is very poisonous and he will not survive it. Just like Samson in the Bible, when his time was up, it was a woman called Delilah who caused the downfall of Samson. After listening to Kpebu yesterday about the height of the military officer who insulted him, I don't think he's even up to 5 feet 6 inches per the military standards. So how did he get recruited in the first place? If his height disqualifies him, is he a political soldier? Under whose regime was he recruited? Looking at his height, according to my respected counsel Kpebu, the police could do a better job considering his physical structure, thick and tall. But that's just Martin's appreciation of his height. It doesn't mean he doesn't qualify to be recruited into the military. So let's be careful we don't draw any kinds of unfortunate conclusions. So Musa from Nima says, tell Ahiagba, we have not forgotten how he managed to vote in the 2020 elections when his name was not in the voters register. It's just a matter of time as he has to tell Ghana how he did it. Musa Abatu, I beg, make a finish. Musa Abatu in Asawasi says, Moro, the arrest of lawyer Martin Kpebu is unnecessary and highlights growing concerns about the abuse of power and incompetence within the OSP. Instead of strengthening the fight against corruption, the office is undermining it and wasting taxpayers' money. There should be a national discussion on whether the OSP is still serving its intended purpose, and I believe it's not. My regards to the elder statesman, Uncle Ato Ahoy. Now, this one here says that McLean Desmond in Seshiri he says, please, I beg you, I want to read this. The John Mahama-led NDC government, upon assuming office, has been characterized by the removal of several key national personalities, including the Chief Justice, the IGP, the CDS, and the heads of immigration, fire service prisons, and many others. For this reason, I am not the least surprised by the recent cooked-up petition by unscrupulous individuals seeking the removal of the Electoral Commissioner, Madam Jane Mensah, and her deputies. Clearly, if this, so it's Jean, not Jane, and I see some of you make this mistake all the time, it's Jean Mensah. Clearly, if this pattern continues, the tenure of all important state officers will become coterminous with the president-elect of the day, and such development would set a very dangerous precedent for our democracy and undermine the institutional independence that our country desperately needs. That's, anyway, posterity will be the best judge. He's called McLean Desmond from Seshiri also. Now, this one here from Sam Aku Kelly, who is sending us a message from East Legon Hills. It says, Moro, I think arresting Martin Kpebu at this time can only amount to exacerbating an already precarious situation for the special prosecutor. Now, if the reasons given for the arrest is anything to go by, why were all these found on the premises not arrested, including the press that interviewed Martin? And why would you be asking for a landed property as a bail condition when the person is not under any investigations for any corruption or corruption-related matters? The OSP should rather concentrate on pursuing those who have looted the national purse. For sure, the OSP has dialed the wrong number and he must come again. Papa Bisu from Accra sent a message and he says that I tuned in a bit late, but surprised hearing Richard Ahiagba accusing you of what? If we are to choose a host that has proved to be very neutral, it's you, Moro, has it? Okay. Right, so this one is about, but it said before 2016 elections, some of us had to battle it out with the likes of Abu Ramadan, Chairman Omari Wadier, James Kwabena, blah, blah, blah. Did we complain? Just facing Honorable Fred or Agbanyu alone, and the host is doing his job diligently. You say waiting. Papa Bisu sends that message. Okay. And the continuous, okay, yeah, he's, you know, Papa is almost 70, yeah? And he's been in this business for almost
committed and disciplined.
Wow. It says, my brother, and it says, okay, all right. So, Papa, thanks. Now, this one here from Alhaji Hamza from Pig Farms. Alhaji says, good morning, my brother. Sami Dako from the office of the OSP should stop speaking English to us and credit us with some little respect we deserve in this country. They should also be aware that our taxes are used to pay them at the office. The statement you read from Sami Dako was full of English and empty. There is no substance in it. Today, we are being told that Martin was arrested and sent to NIB because he misconducted himself. God have mercy. Since when has this become a crime by granting interview with media men? I think it's time the SP advises himself and resign from that office to save himself from further disgrace. Tell Richard that he should remember that the economy was raised as junk economy. Junk economy simply means baller economy. Today, the economy of Ghana is rated B-. This one here says that Reverend Jones Latte, who's a private legal practitioner based in the UK, says that Fred Agbanyo is selective in presenting his facts on expenditure on agriculture. In any case, throwing money at a problem is not the panacea to solving the agricultural problems in this country. It is the management of the resource allocated to agriculture that may solve our problems. And it says on the OSP is behaving like a Rottweiler to humiliate Martin Kpebu. The right thing to do is for the OSP to report Martin to the police if they think that he has committed an offense. Hassan from Accra says, Salam alaikum, Richard. Richard wants us to behave like Net2 TV and Want to Meet TV host. I can tell you, all MP commentators have a template in their hands and minds from home before going to any studio. And when you listen to them, Richard should know that you are a trained journalist and a professional. Okay, all right. Hassan, thank you. Thanks for that. And Tafa in Amra here says, Audu, let Richard know that the 8 people he saw there were not sitting down. He said they were working on the streets. That's their job. And it says, let him know that not everyone can work in public sector or industrial jobs. With regards to the arrest of lawyer Martin Kpebu, I have not joined the people who are calling for shutdown of OSP in our country. In fact, I would like to appeal to the comrade Fred to sponsor private motion to Parliament for the OSP to be scrapped in our house. Yes. Anyway, so no. So Richard didn't say that, please. No. He said he saw 8 people there. He didn't tell us what they were doing. Anyway, Richard, thank you very much for your time. Richard,
Thank you for watching. If you really enjoyed this video, please do leave a comment below. Like and also share to other members to watch as well. Don't just listen. Share to others to also have a benefit of what is going on in the political arena. Do subscribe as well. Until next time, keep watching PENDREAM TV. Thank you.
PENDREAM TV now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.